Now second position, when m is equal to 0, m bar will be equal to 1 and all the pink lines, the gate associated with that, will get active, and m is equal to 0. So for gate number 1, so this output will be 0 here. For gate number 3, all the odd number gates, you can say, they will be 0 because they are directly connected to mode control, and here mode control m is 0 because we are doing the shift left operation. Now for shift left operation, what we have, the data should be inputted at gate number 8. So from gate number 8, for each clock pulse, data will be input one by one. So whatever the data which will come in the gate number 8, which is the activated gate, says m bar is equal to 1 here. So whatever the data, it will be associated, it will go to D flip-flop, that is the input D flip-flop is also a D flip-flop here, delay flip-flop. So whatever the data coming in the D input will go to QD, and from QD it will route to gate number 6, which is also active. From 6 it will go to DC, C flip-flop, and from QC it is routed to 4th AND gate. From 4th AND gate to flip-flop B, output of flip-flop B, that is QB, is connected to the second AND gate, and through the second AND gate it is connected all the way to flip-flop number A. That means we have moved from D to C to B to A. That is nothing but shift left operation. Now this is how, with the help of a single pin, that is nothing but the mode control pin here. So with the help of this single pin, you can control the bidirectional shifting of the data, shifting left or shifting right. So that's all about the bidirectional shift register. What we have seen is the 4-bit bidirectional shift register particularly. Thank you for watching in 5 minutes.